Good morning, everybody. We are here today to do a press release, the 1 year anniversary of the Baby June investigation. On Friday, June 1st, 2018, an unidentified female infant was recovered oceanside at the Boynton Beach Inlet. Newborn was no more than 14 days old. Since this case has been under investigation, we've received a total of 22 tips from the public. Nothing has produced any further leads for us, and we have checked 700 newborns that were born in Palm Beach and Broward counties in the time frame that we suspect this baby was born in. We still need assistance from the public. The Palm Beach County Sheriff, Rick Bradshaw, has offered a $10,000 reward for information that leads to the parents in this investigation. And we are not currently receiving any additional tips, so we still do need information from the public. This detective right here is Detective Brian Hansen. He is the lead investigator on this case. If any information is able to be given, the information will be sent to Detective Hansen at the information on the bottom of the flyer at 688-4167. That's 561-688-4167. That's his line that you can call. And at this point, I'll take any questions that you might have.
Can you talk about just the kind of work that you guys have been doing over the past year? Can you give us a little more detail, like just how much work you guys have been doing?
Okay. The investigation that we've conducted up to this point, we have been able to it's been difficult for us to really investigate without the information from the parents that we need. So we have checked 700 babies in hopes that we would identify a missing child, but we have not found any. So other than that, it's been largely waiting on the medical examiner to come up with their findings, and since they have designated this case a homicide, we have been investigating as much as we could possibly on every tip, but nothing has panned out for us at this point. So,
how many man hours would you more or less guess that have been put into this case?
oh, boy, that would be tough to estimate, because there's so many people that were involved, multiple agencies. I couldn't even begin to guess. It was extensive. Trying to track down all the babies that were born in the date ranges from 2 counties, multiple agencies involved. It was extensive.
And the baby, if I'm not mistaken, was found with a little prick on its heel. That means it was apparently it was in a hospital or in a medical facility that they do that.
Yeah. So we are going off of the understanding that this child was born in either a hospital or a birthing center, based on the fact that the baby's umbilical cord was clipped and there was a heel prick, which is usually indicative of initial birth testing, like jaundice testing, bilirubin testing. So all of the signs are pointing to that this child was born in a hospital or birthing center. Yes.
Any idea as to how long the baby was in the water?
We can only estimate, but based on the number of days that we think the child was in the water, and I mean no more than a couple of days, that determines where the child drifted from, and but it's really not easy to determine exactly, but we estimate a few days at the most. So.
Can you talk about towards Palm Beach County or Broward County for where the baby would have come from, or it's still very unclear?
Yeah, it really depends. It is unclear. I think Broward County, based on all the information that I have, but I don't know that for sure. I can't really say.
And what are you basing that off of?
We got a reverse drift study done, and that showed the child, if it was in the water for the length of time that we think it was in the water, then it came up from Broward County. But anywhere's from northern Broward County to Pompano, maybe. That's as good of a guess as we can come up with at this point. So.
Can you talk about the DNA testing you did and where that had kind of left you when we talked to you in November? You were kind of talking to some international agencies about some of their babies being born, did that lead to any information?
Yeah, so we did a genealogy test from an organization known as Parabon, and this test is going to be run constantly for any type of family member connection. And so far we have received nothing at all from this, no connection at all. There was a possibility that this is a possibility that based on the split that this child could have been from one of the islands in the Caribbean, but it's really hard to say, you know. So as you can see here, you know, on this poster board, this is the location that the child was found in Boynton Beach. You know, we do not suspect the child was put into the water in Boynton Beach, but it's really any information that anybody can offer, we need. And at this point, really appreciate the media getting this information out there on this 1-year anniversary. And hopefully we get some more information. As I said, the sheriff is offering a $10,000 reward. And this case is not over yet. We are still investigating, and we really hope that you guys will help us with this.
And coming from the islands, is it a possibility that the baby was born in one of these islands and illegal immigrants trying to come to the U.S.? I mean, could that be in the picture? Would that be a possibility of a scenario?
Yeah, any scenario like that could be the situation, right? It doesn't seem like that's the most likely scenario based on the study that was given to us from the Coast Guard, but it's, you know, there's no guarantee. And we are, you know, looking at all angles. When we tried to get in touch with the Bahamas and ask for any missing children there, and, you know, but dealing with other areas like that is very difficult for us. We don't have jurisdiction there, you know, so not going to be the easiest thing for us to do.
Can you release the cause of death?
They ruled it homicide, and it's really because of the circumstances.
But did she drown? Was there something else? Do we know?
Yeah,
what-
you'd have to talk to the medical examiner about how they arrived at that. It's really difficult for me to explain because I'm not a doctor, so.
If you find the parents, what kind of charges could they face?
It depends, you know, on the situation. If there's an explainable set of circumstances, it could be anything. It could range anything from accidental to homicide.
And when you went to the hospitals, what kind of information are you seeking from those hospitals?
Well, I mean, we were looking at birthing records, any information that we could get, addresses. I mean, we got it from vital statistics. We got them from a number of sources, and yeah, I mean, the hospitals were cooperative for the most part in giving us the records, but yeah, we haven't found the mother's father yet. Mm-hmm.
How much help was Parabon in this case?
Well, at this point, they have not been, but we didn't expect it to be yet. We expect that hopefully someday the Parabon's testing will pay off, but at this point, we have not located any possible family member.
Can you talk about this case emotionally? What this has been like for the past year, trying to get answers for this baby girl?
Well, we hate seeing this stuff. You know, we were very fortunate in our last, I guess you'd call baby dump case, that we were able to locate the baby alive, which was a godsend, and we were able to find the people responsible for that. But we're not getting lucky in this case here at this point. So we're hoping that we still have a future with information to be given, and that we will be able to make this case.
Was the baby already dead? I don't know if you could tell when they found it in the,
When they found the baby in the water,
yeah, like was it dead? Can you tell, I don't know.
It was dead
the baby
before?
hurt or
there was
any
no
other-
injuries. There was no injuries, no marks, and so how the baby, look at the cause of death is suffocation, but how the baby suffocated, you know, as far as that's concerned, is not certain for us. So.
When it comes to like manpower on this, I'm sure when it first happened, there was a lot of people in this case. How does that go moving forward? How many people will be continue to working this case? You know, a lot of the times we hear the term cold case when it moves. How does that kind of work moving forward when it comes into investigating this?
Yeah. Well, this gentleman to my right is a cold case detective for our division, the Special Victims Unit. He is assigned this case. We are not currently actively working any leads because we don't have anything to work on. But this case is always going to be on our radar and will never go away. It will never close until we conclude it.
Have you tried the DNA searches? You know, they're finding killers from 30 years ago. Have you tried searching that kind of database to see if anything matched up?
Yeah, so that is what parrot bonds is. That's exactly what we've been doing. We have the DNA test, and it's in a system that's recurrently run, so that any connection to another family member who connects will then signal us that we have a family member in the system, and then we can start trying to track down that family member, even if it's a distant family member, to see how we can maybe find the parents.
And any little tip can help, if anybody knows anything, that any little bit of information can help you guys.
Yeah, of course. We need any and all information, yes.
Have you reached out to Bahamas?
Yes. As I mentioned earlier, it's kind of hard for us. I mean, we asked them for assistance. The information that we got back was that they don't have any suspicious set of circumstances at this point. No missing babies, nothing like that. So that's all we can really do. I can't control, what they were willing to do for us in, United States here. So
Thanks, everyone.
thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.